Hello, this is Keith Neal for Keith Neal Creativity, the Creative Saint. And so today on this creative video journal, I want to kind of catch you up, just talk about what's been going on and what's going on going forward here. So I'm just like, I'm just kind of thrown off for today. There's a lot that's been going on, which has been great, and a lot of things I need to get done, like plugging into some information to get my art out, and in kind of I don't know if it's just the city or the county area. I'll have to check in on that. For the North Suburban Center of the Arts, I believe that they consider themselves encompassing to Anoka County, which is good. That's a good thing. And I'm just looking at an art piece here that's just laying on the table, and didn't know what it was at first because of the glare of the sun coming in on it. Battling allergies as usual, and I didn't take my allergy stuff right away this morning, so kind of dealing with that. I'm kind of at a standoff here with my painting right now, because I don't have the brush cleaner I want, and so I'm gonna have to get that here soon, so I can work on getting a moment to be able to complete that painting. So there's a few things I got done. Let's see if they're over here. Okay, probably not. There's one I worked on, but it's still kind of wet. I don't want to move it too much. We'll wander over that way anyway. And you can take a look at it. So I just named this one today. I'm calling it Autumn Wave, because when I look at this, I think of the color changes as they do kind of go into a wave of things, and so that you will see the colors change, you know, pretty synchronous with the other trees, and it's really interesting. Although when it comes to autumn this year in Minnesota, leaves really changed very differently throughout the state. Normally it's up to down and then goes down through the rest of the states, and it just kind of got real patchy this year, so I thought that was pretty interesting. Some things I need to try and remember to do is reach out to one of the art coordinators of the North Suburban Center of the Arts about getting information out on what kind of finish to use, you know, when it comes to certain things. Some just from research I've done on what is going to preserve your painting, what's going to ruin your painting, and especially when it comes to the tile work. So that's something to work on. Some of my tiles were broken when I brought them over, and I'm sure it was my fault as I was carrying the box, and then just kind of due to the weight of it, it just crashed, and I just donated a bunch of those that crashed out to the Center of the Arts, and they received them very well. And just looking at getting paint needed, like what paints. So was that a paint store? I won't name what it is, because that sounds negative when I say what I'm going to say. but I went to one paint store, and the only tube of this yellow cadmium hue that I wanted was like, it looked like another tube had exploded on it. I don't know if it was coming from that tube or what it was. And then the price was way high. It was higher than I think it should be. But it was like, well, I'm not gonna buy this thing. And you know, I could have shaved like $5 off of it. Instead, I took and I took $5 off of another item. And so what I did recently is I went and I had got my one of the, what you would call a jack-o'-lantern, or a pumpkin is an actual vegetable. This is the shape of one. I just come out here and show it to you. And I poured paint on it a while back. I have to be careful of the steps because we got a disrepair here. Let's see if I can do this without it causing too much trouble. There we go. All right. So this is what I got going on right now. Just bring it down here so you can see it. There it is. And so I did that. I'm gonna try and bring it in here so you can see how I did it. What I did with this paint here. So poured it out into different colors. And then I put a spray fixative on it. And covering up the lens there. And so that it would be able to handle the outdoors here. But I want to do this for the season, which is, I mean, just about up here. And we're right around, basically it's Halloween Eve is today. You can just hear the leaves crunching. And people, I don't know if they're getting ready. Let's go back inside. Oh, I wonder what that was on my steps. But so yeah, it's fun to do ceramics. And so what I'm looking to do is probably next week, or the coming week here. Not next week. Next week would be a while from now. I'm gonna look to do more pouring on a ceramic like this. Now this one, I'm not gonna pour out unless I decide I want to plug these holes with those plastic lights and then pour the paint, hope it doesn't get inside, because there's no escape, basically. There's no way to detach this from the ceramic, because this is the light. I don't want paint on the light bulb. So I figured that would be a bad idea. So, so it's one of those things where, like, what do you do? But more than likely what I'll do with that is probably still plug the holes, spray it, probably do like a covering of it, like a, oh God, what do they call it? Primer. Do a prime coat, and then probably hand paint. Unless I can plug those holes so that nothing gets through, and then when I pull it out, it's, I don't know. I'm still kind of cycling through how to do this without getting paint inside. Some of the other ceramics that are for that season, for the holiday season of Christmas, have ways you can pour paint on it. without it, without it going into any holes, going into the light bulb area. So, I mean, it's just too bad that you can't just put that in yourself, you know, be a build it own, because then you could just paint that whole thing, not worry, you know, paint the inside of it too, and then be able to put in the light bulbs and all that kind of stuff, the light fixtures on your own. But that's me always thinking. I have that slightly builder type thought process, mostly creative. But yeah, so working on those paints, just a few things I need to do is get some new brush cleaner. I'm just going to call it brush cleaner because the brush thinner, the chemical process of it is quite, I would say, quite toxic, you know, for you and, you know, and even little ones. If they were to get a hold of that, they would just destroy their health. So a lot of things that are being made now are made to be not tappable by children. Although one of the ones that's that I just bought recently, I wish I would have saved the container. That one has, it doesn't have childproof cap on it, which I thought was not a smooth thing to do, even though it's not supposed to be toxic. It, you know, it just smells bad, and it smells like it could do some damage. So that's some things to consider is if you have kids at home, you have your studio at home, you know, your kids are going to get into that stuff unless there's some real strict rules that they just cannot enter that area. But I think about that and how, you know, what kind of toxicity you're working with. I did pick up, God, did I show that to you guys? I did pick up oh, there it is, right at my feet. I didn't open up yet. The Van Gogh calendar. I still can't remember if I showed this off last time. But this is the Van Gogh calendar from Half Price Books. I still want to be working on the Monet. And then after I feel I've got some good Monet's style paintings done, then I'll switch over to the Van Gogh. So that's what I'm working on so far. Thanks for watching this creative video journal. And I will keep you updated week to week on this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next video that I do. All right, take care.